It all began on a crisp morning at JFK Airport. Travelers bustled about, suitcases rolling behind them, announcements booming over the PA system. Near Gate 47, however, something unusual was happening, a scene that would soon grab the attention of everyone nearby. Barron Trump, standing over 6 feet 7 inches and looking calm yet perplexed, was engaged in what appeared to be a tense conversation with the gate agents. His reserved demeanor only amplified the spectacle, as passengers whispered among themselves, recognizing the youngest Trump heir. The situation took a sudden turn when one of the staff members raised their voice, insisting that Barron's travel documents were invalid and that he couldn't proceed to board. "You'll have to leave the area," one agent said sternly. Barron tried to explain, his tone measured and respectful, but the staff wouldn't budge. Passengers started recording on their phones, sensing something newsworthy was unfolding. One particularly bold onlooker muttered loudly, "Do they even know who he is?" Soon enough, Barron was escorted out of the gate area, looking more confused than upset. Just as the murmurs of disbelief spread through the terminal, a sleek black SUV pulled up outside the entrance. What happened next could have been straight out of a movie. The vehicle's door opened, and out stepped Melania Trump, wearing an impeccably tailored beige coat, oversized sunglasses, and an air of calm authority. Her arrival turned heads instantly, as whispers rippled through the crowd. With her signature elegance, she walked briskly toward the terminal, her expression revealing little but determination. As she entered the airport, a hush fell over the area. The staff, who moments ago had been so assertive, suddenly looked uneasy. By now, passengers were openly filming, realizing that this was a moment they'd be sharing online for days to come. Melania approached the desk where the staff were still scrambling to address the Barron situation. She didn't raise her voice, but her words carried weight. "Excuse me," she began, her tone calm but cutting, "what is the issue with my son?" The staff stammered, clearly flustered. "There was a problem with his ticket, or rather, the ID didn't match, we didn't mean to." Melania held up a hand, silencing the excuses. "Whatever the issue is," she said, her voice steady, "it could have been handled with far more respect. My son is 18, but he is still young, and you treated him as though he was some sort of threat." Barron stood silently behind her, watching the scene with a mixture of gratitude and quiet pride. The airport manager was hastily called to the scene, sweating as he approached. "Mrs. Trump," he began, nearly tripping over his words, "we deeply apologize for this misunderstanding. It was a mistake, and we assure you it won't happen again." Melania's expression softened slightly, but her words still carried a lesson. "This isn't just about my son," she said, glancing at the growing crowd of onlookers. "Every traveler deserves respect. It shouldn't take someone recognizing a last name to receive basic courtesy." Her words struck a chord. Passengers around them began nodding, and a slow clap broke out from the crowd. Melania turned to Barron, placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder, and said, "Let's go. They'll fix this." The staff worked frantically to not only resolve the issue but also to offer the Trumps first-class upgrades and expedited boarding. However, Melania declined any special treatment, insisting they simply follow standard protocol. As the Trumps made their way to the gate, the entire terminal seemed to buzz with a newfound respect for the former First Lady's grace under pressure. Onlookers couldn't help but reflect on her composure and the dignity she demanded, not just for her family but for everyone present.